John Quincy Adams was born on July 11, 1767, in a small town in Massachusetts, USA. From the day he was born, his life was special but not easy. His father, John Adams, was a great leader who helped America become free from British rule and later became the second president of the United States. His mother, Abigail Adams, was a very intelligent and caring woman who believed that learning and good values were very important. Because of his parents, John Quincy Adams grew up in a home where people talked about freedom, honesty, and doing the right thing. Even when he was very young, he understood that loving your country means working hard and making sacrifices. When John Quincy Adams was a little boy, America was fighting for its independence. Life during that time was dangerous and uncertain. Soldiers marched through towns, people worried about war, and families were often separated. John Quincy did not have a childhood full of games and toys like other children. Instead, he spent a lot of time reading books, writing, and listening to adults talk about important matters. His mother taught him at home and encouraged him to think deeply. She also asked him to keep a diary, which he did almost every day of his life. This diary later helped people understand his thoughts and feelings. At the age of 10, John Quincy Adams traveled across the Atlantic Ocean with his father. His father was sent to Europe to speak for America. The journey by ship was long and very dangerous. Storms could destroy ships, and enemy ships could attack at any time. Many people were scared during the trip, but young John Quincy was brave. He learned that serving your country sometimes means leaving home and facing fear. This journey changed him forever and helped him grow up faster than other children his age. In Europe, John Quincy Adams lived in countries like France and the Netherlands. He went to schools there and learned many languages, including French and Dutch. He also studied history, math, and writing. He worked very hard and expected a lot from himself. Sometimes he felt lonely and missed his home, but he did not give up. At only 14 years old, he worked as a helper and translator for an American leader in Russia. This was a very big responsibility for someone so young, but he did his job well and learned how important patience and honesty are. After many years in Europe, John Quincy Adams returned to America to continue his education. He went to Harvard University, where he became an excellent student. He loved reading, learning, and improving himself. When he finished his studies, he decided that he wanted to serve America just like his parents had done. He did not want fame or praise. He wanted to do what was right for his country, even if it was difficult. John Quincy Adams became a diplomat, which means he worked with other countries to keep peace and solve problems. He was sent to many places, including the Netherlands, Prussia, Russia, and Great Britain. He was respected because he was calm, honest, and very smart. He believed that problems should be solved with words instead of fighting. After the War of 1812 between America and Britain, he helped make a peace agreement so the war could end. This made many people proud of him and grateful for his hard work. Later, John Quincy Adams became the Secretary of State for President James Monroe. In this role, he helped protect America from European countries that wanted to control land in North and South America. He helped create an important idea called the Monroe Doctrine, which said that European countries should not interfere in the Americas. This idea helped keep America safe and strong for many years. In 1825, John Quincy Adams became the 6th President of the United States. He wanted to help the country grow in a good way. He believed that the government should help build roads and canals, support schools, and encourage science and learning. He wanted America to be smart, strong, and fair. However, many people did not agree with him. Some thought he was too serious and not friendly enough. Others were angry about how he became president. Because of this, many of his ideas were blocked, and his time as president was very difficult. After 4 years, John Quincy Adams lost the next election. This made him sad, but he did not stop caring about his country. Instead of retiring, he decided to keep working. He became a member of the House of Representatives, which was very unusual for a former president. There, he found a new purpose in life. He spoke up for people who did not have a voice and stood strongly against slavery, which was very dangerous at that time. Many people were afraid to talk about slavery, but John Quincy Adams believed it was wrong and unfair. He fought against a rule that tried to stop people from talking about slavery in Congress. For many years, he worked hard and never gave up. Finally, he helped end that rule so people could speak freely again. His courage inspired others to stand up for what was right. One of the most important moments of his life came when he helped a group of African people who had been captured and treated unfairly. Even though he was old and weak, he spoke in front of the highest court in the country. He explained why freedom is important and why slavery is wrong. Because of his words, the court decided to free those people. This was one of his greatest victories and showed his strong belief in justice. John Quincy Adams worked until the very last days of his life. In 1848, while working in Congress, he suddenly became very sick and collapsed. He passed away shortly after. His final words showed that he was peaceful and satisfied because he had lived an honest life. Today, people remember John Quincy Adams not just as a president, but as a man who always tried to do the right thing. He believed that learning is powerful, truth is important, and helping others is the greatest duty of all. His life teaches us that even when things are hard, we should never stop standing up for what is good and fair.